Confident, vibrant, and quirky with an edge, this is 10 Minutes with Tiffany J, featuring the inside scoop on her mind, embodying interests, thoughts, and opinions. Also, the day in the life of an upcoming artist as she juggles the world around her, a 9-to-5, along with a handful of gifts and talents that will blow your mind. All things Tiffany J on her website at www.misstiffanyj.com. Now, let's get into the show. Good morning, or maybe midday, afternoon, evening, whenever you are listening to this. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy New Year. We are halfway within the first month. It's January 16th, 8:18 a.m. as far as where I am. And I'm on the highway getting ready to go to work. My goals this year are about healthy relationships, building healthy relationships, and being disciplined. My healthy relationships, the reason why I'm focused on that is because I understand the depth and the impact of having positive, healthy relationships, and I want to continue to foster those and allow the planting of the seeds with that in mind to reap an amazing harvest throughout my year and also throughout my lifetime. One of the reasons why I can tell this is true and very evident is because of the seeds that I've planted throughout my life and how everyone showed up when I got pregnant and when I had my baby shower and when she was born, when my daughter was born. It really opened my eyes to the community that I've built. And it was quite fascinating to watch and see just the impact and how many people were there to support. And so now, in this new space, as a new mom, because everywhere I go I'm still hearing, she's clearly still in the infant car seat, so I'm still very much new mom. We hit 9 months as of yesterday. Congrats to the both of us. But in this new space, I find, not only as a parent but also as a manager at my job, as a mentor type to a few of my, I don't want to call them peers, because if you're peers, you're on the same level, but mentor to people that I know, mentor and kind of big sis to people I am affiliated with in the music industry, with all these things in mind. And also, and I already said my job. And even people that you just meet, right? In just regular passing. All these interactions, what I find is, let me get to the point. What I find is, as you live life, the most important thing is how you interact with people, how you cultivate the relationship, how you speak to people. All these things are very important. And when you lean into that, and you cater to these relationships and you take care of them, they really, it's a thing. It's really positive. So in one area that I want to work on, that is at my job. I have this thing about procrastinating and being anxious about major projects and redoing things that I've already touched on. revisiting. I have a thing about that, and it's negative. And so working on creating a better timeline for myself, working on keeping in touch, not letting too much time go by before I give someone my plan, so that they're aware of what's going on. And so all this is how you're establishing relationships, being mindful of different forms of communication, and in some instances really recognizing and coming to terms with the fact that you can't change how people respond, how people react, how people process, and how people communicate. All you can do is adjust and flex what you are, like how you're speaking, and not to manipulate to get a desired result, but you're flexing it to better communicate what you want to convey, in hopes that, okay, you understood it, you get it, and we're all the more better for it. Okay, cool. So there's that. Now, discipline. There's a few things that I want to work on: my time management, my ability to be stress-free as far as like just going with the flow, really time management and prioritizing and organizing, all of that. And what it boils down to is pretty much the word that worked out for me was discipline. And I hit two of my friends up this morning, and I was like, yo, what was that thing that we said in marching band back in the day? What was that? What was it? So it was discipline. We are disciplined because we are the best. We are disciplined unlike the rest. You against me is no contest. Woo! That's what we would say. And then anytime that our band director, Mr. Jones, shout out to you, anytime he called it out. And then as far as from my high school, the mascot was Rams. And Rams, it stood for R is respect, A, admiration, M, mental toughness, and S, stability. And these are all the things. And then, you got the Invictus and stuff like that if you pledged or whatever. These are all the things that, like, if you have your mantras and your affirmations, they really stick. And so for me, focusing on discipline, doing the things that you don't want to do when you have to do them. Day 1, day 2 may be really exciting. Day 3 is like, eh. And then by the time you get to day 4, you're like, all right, I don't want to do this anymore. But how do I make it a part of my lifestyle if I cop out every single time I don't want to do something? So, just to be transparent, one of my goals is waking up. Pretty much, I calculated it, 5 o'clock in the morning is that time. Even if it's just to wake up, look at my clock, read a verse, sit with it, maybe take a 15-minute, maybe take another hour, especially on days that I don't have to do anything. But the point is to wake up at 5 so that when you do have somewhere to go, you are ready. And I did that today, naturally. Ended up waking up 2 minutes before. Snooze for a bit, but then I said, all right, you got to get out the bed. It's about being intentional and purposeful with your day so that everything else flows. What was it, 2 days ago? Because time management and being on time is like my issue. Pretty much cried on the way to work. I cried in the car because I was like, I'm just so frustrated with myself. Why am I late again? Now, there's no reason for me to be late. There is no excuse. I was so pissed. And that's how you can tell, like, I really care. And I'm trying. But it's just, it's out of control. And it was like this before. And it's like, it don't get no easier just because I have a kid. But it's like, yo, you got to really get it together. So, yeah, 6 o'clock wasn't enough. I tried getting up at 6 o'clock. It wasn't enough time. It really wasn't. And so I had to push it back. And I think what I tell myself is I don't have a normal schedule. I never had a normal schedule. Like, oh, go to bed at a certain time, wake up at a certain, do this at a certain time. So I have to get in what I need to get, when I need to get what I need to get, when I need to get it. And then I have to also plan time to rest, time for fun, time to study, time to regroup, time to rebuild, time to edify. I just have to plan these things and pace myself in the process. And with that, my discipline will become as easy as like a revolving door. So, yeah. That was another edition of 10 Minutes with Tiffany J. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. I know I did. Now you can get more episodes on my website at www.misstiffanyj.com. But don't stop there. Hop on over to the music tab and check out your favorite Tiffany J record, starting with my latest singles, Work For It and Callin' Me, which is on all digital platforms. Also with a bomb video showcase on YouTube featuring the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina.